What's up guys, Justin with the Podcast Dojo. Today on Abandoned Locations, we are going to be talking about Sambo's restaurants. So without further ado, let's jump into it. Sambo's is an American restaurant chain that started in 1957 by Sam Battistone and Newell Bonnet. The name of the restaurant comes from Sam's first name and part of Newell's last name. It started when Sam's parents had been operating a small diner called Sammy's Grill in Santa Barbara, California. However, the decision was made to change it to a low-priced coffee and pancake house. As I mentioned, the restaurant was named after the founders originally. However, the owners decided to use characters from the book Little Black Sambo as mascots for their restaurant, and even naming dishes after characters from the book. Sambo's proved to be successful that a second restaurant was opened in Sacramento in 1959. By 1963, Sambo's had 20 restaurants under its belt and went public in 1969. The restaurant grew to over 1,100 restaurants throughout the United States before the foundation started to falter. The restaurant's name was connected to the book Little Black Sambo, as I mentioned before. However, that book has a lot of racial controversy surrounding it. On top of all the controversy, Sambo's had a lawsuit with Dr. Pepper for copyrighted advertisement infringing in one of their commercials. By November of 1981, the company filed for bankruptcy. The restaurants were either sold to Denny's or renamed to names like the Jolly Tiger or No Place Like Sam's. As of today, there is only one remaining Sambo's location in the world. That location is the original Santa Barbara location. The original Sambo's is currently owned by Sam Battistone's grandson, Chad Stevens. Now the question here is, could Sambo's had survived if they had used the name Sambo's? Well, it is possible. I don't think the name was the problem so much as the fact that they used characters from the book of the same name. It's just a cautionary tale to be careful and do your research before using a set of characters. Now let's say they used a different name and did not use characters from the book. I think it is possible that the chain could have existed, but there's a lot of competition from other breakfast restaurants such as Cracker Barrel, IHOP, and Denny's. We will never truly know if these factors would have saved it, but it's always fun to think about. Well, that was the history of Sambo's restaurants. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you learned something. Be sure to follow us on social media and consider supporting us on Patreon. Links will be in the description. Until then, I'd love to hear any stories you have about visiting Sambo's restaurant.